What is good, guys? My name's Repel from youtube.com/RepelGames, and we have Sun and Moon Wi-Fi battle number 11. Today I'm bringing the Minior, Bruxish, Hypno, Palossand, Tsareena, and Alola Ninetales. My opponent has just a really damn powerful team. He has Hypno, Cloyster, power, Magnezone, power, Alola Ninetales, power, Mega Gyarados, power, and of course, Emboar. He has so many things I can set up. He can either go for a Shell Smashing Cloyster or a Dragon Dancing Mega Gyarados. Truly terrifying. No joke. I'm gonna go into Minior now. This is my Stealth Rocks Minior. It's a good lead, and now my opponent actually leads off with the Hypno. This is so cool because I haven't seen Hypno in quite a while. Didn't really care though. I'm just gonna stay in. It's always good to just grab some Stealth Rocks before you do anything else. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. I do outspeed it. And now we get to see that my opponent actually stays in with his Hypno, and then he just goes straight for the Nasty Plot. So my opponent just really loves setting up. Off the bat, he's already setting up one Nasty Plot. And that is just truly terrifying because I don't think a Stone Edge can kill. But I land it, and I actually do quite a lot thanks to it being a critical. He does go for his +2 Psychic, but it actually will not take me out. And that will activate my Bare Naked form, so that now I have a boost in speed and attack. And with this U-turn, I will definitely finish off Hypno. Could have went for the Stone Edge, but it was much safer to go for a U-turn. In doing so though, I have to switch out and have to switch into something. So that actually gives my opponent an upper hand and switch priority. Didn't really care though, let's just go into Ninetales. My Ninetales actually do have the Aurora Veil, so maybe I can set it up. But that's usually not the case. My opponent is actually going to go into Cloyster now. And when you say Cloyster, usually they're going to probably scare me out with a Rock Blast. However, I'm pretty certain that he'll actually just stay in and go for Freeze Dry, so I'm not even going to leave. But I actually finish off with a Freeze Dry, so that's pretty guard. Forgot that Freeze Dry does neutral attack. Now the Magnezone is coming out. I am very weak to Steel. I am Steel weak. Super weak. So I have to switch out, and I'm going to go Palossand now, expecting a Steel move, or maybe even an Electric move. But my opponent actually just goes for the Flash Cannon. Let's see how well it does. Magnezone does hit pretty hard, however Palossand still takes it like a champ. And I can actually, or I should be able to very closely one-hit KO this Magnezone with my Earth Power. But before I do anything, I will actually just go for a Shore Up, just in case my opponent wants to stay in. He will actually go into Gyarados now. Trying to scare me off with that water attack. But like I said, I'm going to go for that Shore Up. He drops my attack with Intimidate, but I don't think that really matters, simply because I am more of a special attacker. Well, first and foremost, I'm definitely a defensive wall. Palossand is probably one of the best Alola walls out there. But nonetheless, this snow hail isn't really doing us a favor. But that is okay. I'm going to stay in here to maybe expect him to go for a Dragon Dance. He does go for the Mega Evolution. We get to see him turn into a Water Flying into a Water Dark Mega Gyarados. Mega Gyarados is probably one of the most frightening Mega Evolutions out there. Seriously. It does break my mold, so I actually think that after this waterfall, he will not, or I will not be able to activate my ability. But as a matter of fact, I still activate my Water Compaction ability, despite that this Gyarados has Mold Breaker. It's very interesting. I really thought that Gyarados with Mold Breaker would negate my Water Compaction, but I'm glad he didn't, because now I just got a free 2 defense boost, and, well, defense, so. And I successfully landed my poison, so things aren't looking too bad here at all. Now, if my opponent really wants to stay in, honestly, I really think he needs to go for a Dragon Dance. But from this range, I'm thinking, honestly, I really don't think my opponent even runs a Dragon Dance on his Gyarados, which isn't that uncommon, simply because Gyarados can learn such an amount of great moves. You know, Gyarados can learn Crunch, Ice Fang, Earthquake, and of course Waterfall. Like seriously, I don't think Gyarados has any time to do any setup moves simply because Gyarados can learn so many good moves. He did drop my defense once with a crunch, so I'll actually not take his crunch as well. However, I still take it decently well, and you know what? I still have +1 defense. Remember, Water Compaction, my defense was raised 2 times, 2 stages, and then with Crunch, he drops it back at 1. So technically, I still have 1 stage of defense boost. So do I really want to switch out? Like, honestly, no, because like I'm so glad to still have 1 defense boost. He has given up using a water move. I respect that simply because number 1, if he does go for more water moves, my defense will be risen. And number 2, Crunch will actually have a chance to drop my defense. However, this Gyarados is really not doing it. And he only has like 5% health left. And obviously he cannot switch out anymore simply because I do have Stealth Rocks. So my opponent has to do as much as he can. It doesn't get a crit, but he does drop my defense. Now I'm back at neutral defense. I'm a little bit sad, but at least after this Gyarados, Palossand is still looking pretty solid and pretty damn healthy. So yeah, Palossand eating up all those nutritious and delicious waterfalls and crunches coming from Mega Gyarados. Now my opponent goes into Ninetales, and like when I see Ninetales, I'm just really fearing either like Freeze Dry, Ice Beam, or Blizzard. I may be physically defensive, but I'm definitely not especially defensive, so I'm switching out, don't want to get hit by an ice move, and honestly, the only Pokemon that can take it just as well is probably my own Ninetales. I'm gonna go to Ninetales now, expecting any kind of ice move. And my opponent does go for that Blizzard, does get that 100% accuracy in the hail, but it's not going to do too much, and I'm going to take this opportunity and just go for that Encore. Thank God I actually outspeed this speed tie. Or maybe it wasn't a speed tie, maybe my opponent's Ninetales has like a modest nature or something. Regardless, he is trapped into Blizzard. It actually does a decent amount. I would still say it's like maybe like a 5-hit KO. I'm going to go for the Aurora Veil now, but it's because of Aurora Veil I would even take those Blizzards even better, like way better. He's gonna go for his 3rd Blizzard. He's losing quite a lot of PP. Now, if my opponent only has 5 PPs on Blizzard, then yeah, naturally he has to switch out, because he will not finish me off with the amount of PPs. I think here I just went for the Moonblast. It'll do neutral amount to my opponent's Ninetales. It won't do that much to Magnezone, but hey, it's okay. Still does a decent amount. And actually dropped his special attack. So that he dropped his special attack, I'm thinking, okay, you know what? I think I can almost send out anything. Like seriously, like anything would probably take a Flash Canyon. Even my Tsareena. It will do neutral to Tsareena. I know that for sure, but I did drop his special attack, so... However, my opponent does get a nice fat crit. Can't complain there, that's okay. As long as I live 1 Flash Canyon, I can just revenge kill this Magnezone with a high jump kick. I'm glad I landed it. If I had missed, I think Tsareena would have fainted. And down it goes. And then my opponent now sends out the Ninetales back. Oh, sorry, not the Ninetales. The Emboar. Now I am stuck under Choice Scarf. I could actually withdraw my Tsareena, so you know I could use it later. And I'm gonna go into my Palossand back again. Palossand is doing considerable amount of work in this whole battle. My opponent does go for that motherfucking Heat Crash. It's gonna do absolutely nothing, honestly. Come on, man, this is Palossand. Like, no joke. My opponent is better off just using, like, a return, you know? Or in this case, actually, an Earthquake would actually do a little bit more. But honestly, that's just not doing it. If Palossand can live a waterfall coming from Mega Gyarados, he can most certainly live attacks coming from Emboar. No joke. I love me some Palossand. It's a good combination. It's a good typing, you know? It's Ghost and Ground. Meaning that it is immune to normal attacks and fighting attacks, and it is also immune to electric attacks. Pretty good bulk and pretty good typing, and I'm just gonna finish him off with that Shadow Ball. And down goes my opponent's Emboar. Things are looking pretty darn good now, and I believe my opponent now has the Ninetales left. like I said, I do have Stealth Rock. So glad I brought Stealth Rock so early. Ninetales is like just sitting slightly above half, so I'm just like, you know, I'm just gonna stay in. But actually avoid the Blizzard, and I'm gonna go for the Earth Power. And that actually still won't take out Ninetales. Can't blame my opponent. Can't blame Palossand either, simply because Ninetales does have quite high special defense actually. If Ninetales chooses to run Assault Vest, it actually might be kind of cool. Simply because Ninetales does have pretty decent high special defense. However, I just feel like Ninetales is better off using Aurora Veil, Encore, and Nasty Plot, so I certainly would not give Ninetales an Assault Vest. Anyway, that was a great battle, Seth. Thank you so much. Hope you guys enjoyed this battle. If you guys do, please remember to leave a like, make sure to share it with your friends, and make sure to hit that subscribe button so that you guys can stay tuned for more Sun and Moon Wi-Fi battle brought to you by Repel Games. Thanks, everyone. See you guys next time.